right, guys, in this drill, we are going to be going over some linear speed, all right? Specifically, all right, working on our acceleration mechanics, all right? Now, it's very important, all right, for any athlete to improve their acceleration mechanics so that they have more control, all right, and more speed in their acceleration, making them a more explosive and efficient athlete. So, what we're gonna do today is we are going to use the wall, all right, to help us with our form. All right, a lot of people have seen this drill before. All right, we're gonna go through it and talk about exactly what we wanna see on this. All right, now for each progression that you see, okay, I want you to do 3 sets, all right, or 3 rounds, followed by a sprint out for each round, all right? That means when you work on your form up here, all right, then afterwards you're going to work on it in your acceleration as well. And when you come back here and you work on your knee height, all right, you're gonna go afterwards, all right, and work on it in your sprint as well, okay? Now, for the first progression, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go over the form, exactly what it should look like. So Chan here is gonna step up to the wall. He's gonna put both hands on the wall about at shoulder height, all right? And now he's gonna move his feet back until his heels just slightly come off of the ground, all right? So with that, we have a nice acceleration lean, all right, which is what we wanna be in when we get, all right, into our sprint. All right, so now we're gonna look at leg form, all right? We're gonna go into what we call Z formation. So Chan's gonna bring his left leg up in front here, all right? And what we wanna see here is that foot is flat or parallel to the ground, all right? The front shin, all right, is parallel to the back leg, okay? And then this, all right, quad up here is about parallel to that foot as well. So we have a lot of 90-degree angles here, all right, and this is where we're gonna be very efficient, okay? Now, when he brings that foot down, he's gonna come down on the ball of his foot while also bringing up the next foot to the other side into the same exact position. Notice his posture, his movement did not change up here. All right, so for the first round, what I want you to do is go through marches, all right? So he's just gonna march, all right, back and forth through here, all right, getting up to that same spot each time, getting to the same knee height on each one, all right, and controlling that movement, all right, and practicing that movement. All right, go ahead and relax. So make sure for that you do about 3 or 4 rounds, all right, making sure that you are constantly controlling that movement and making sure that your foot isn't coming too far out in front or staying too far underneath, all right, but staying instead right directly underneath the knee. And again, after that, go ahead and go into a sprint out to practice that form. Now guys, for the second progression, the second round, what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on a little bit more quickness in that form, all right? So Chan's gonna come join me on the wall again, all right? Hands up against the wall again, his shoulder height. All right, coming back, so he's on the ball of the foot, heels are slightly off the ground. Now this time we're gonna do is we're gonna work on how fast we can get that leg up, but making sure we stop it at the correct place as well. So he's gonna bring his right leg up in front of him, all right, again to that Z formation that you just saw, all right, and what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go for quick switches. Now, if you have somebody with you that can call switch, it'll help you with a little bit more reaction, all right, but on your own, still works fantastic. Just make sure to switch quickly, all right? So we're gonna do about 8 switches total, all right, so that each leg gets about 4 reps during this movement. So when I call switch, he's gonna switch quickly to the other leg. All right, both feet are gonna be off the ground for a very short amount of time. All right, you ready? And switch, 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 switch. Relax. So notice during that, his posture stays nice and straight. All right, the body stays in a nice straight line all the way through, and he's practicing bringing that foot from the front into the back, all right, onto that ball of the foot for each rep. All right, guys, in this progression, we're gonna be working on a triple switch, all right? This is working on quick contact off of the ground, as well as equal knee height, all right? So Chan's gonna come join me on the wall. We're going for is a triple switch, all right? It's the same as the single switch that we did earlier, all right, but you're gonna see 3 of them. So when I say switch, 1, 2, 3, switches quickly. He's getting that quick contact off the ground and bringing those knees up to the same height on every single rep, all right? Now, a lot of times what we see athletes do is maybe one knee comes up to the right height, all right, maybe one doesn't, and then you're coming back up, you're making uneven movements there. We wanna make sure we have the same even knee height the whole time, all right? So we're gonna go for triple switches. All right, we're gonna go 6 reps total. Ready? And switch, and switch, 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 and relax. All right, so guys, make sure to do 3 rounds of those, all right? And in between each round, you can also add in a sprint out, okay, to really practice that motion, all right, and practice that triple switch as you get off of the line. All right, guys, for the next progression, we're gonna be working on a low heel recovery, all right? We wanna make sure that every time we push off with our foot in our acceleration, that leg does not come up in the back and waste time swinging all the way through, but instead pushes off and immediately comes back to the front. So Chan's gonna come over here and join us back on the wall, all right? What we're gonna work on here is what we call a load and lift. All right, we're gonna add a switch in between to switch legs, all right, but the main focus is that load and lift. So what he's gonna do, all right, he's gonna start with this right leg up in front. All right, now when I say load, he's going to bend the left leg and extend that right leg. All right, now if you notice right here, he still has that good lean forward. All right, it looks like he's pushing off in a sprint with that right leg. From there, all right, when I say lift, all right, he's keeping that low heel recovery and bringing it right back up to the front instead of bringing it around for a butt kick before he gets to the front. All right, we don't want a cycling motion here. We want that piston motion. So one more time with that right leg up, I'll say load, lift, and then I'll say switch another leg, and we'll do the same thing. Load, lift, switch, and relax, okay? So getting those quick movements in there and making sure we get that fast knee drive and getting that foot all the way up to the front is very important, all right? So what we're gonna do, all right, is we're gonna go load, lift, switch. We're gonna go 6 times, so that's 3 on either leg, all right? And we wanna do 3, 4, or 5 sets of those depending on how much time you have for, all right? So putting those hands back on the wall. All right, get back in that lean. All right, start with that right leg up. Ready, and load, lift, switch, 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 and relax. All right, so making those sharp, fast movements, making sure you control where that leg comes up to in the front, all right, is gonna be important, okay, to help you improve that form. Now, don't forget, all right, to do a couple sprint outs as well, all right, to practice that low heel recovery. All right, guys, for the next progression, we are going to be working on speed in that acceleration form. All right, so this is what we're gonna go to. We're gonna go to continuous movement now. All right, so Chan's gonna come back up on the wall. All right, and what we wanna do first as we go into the continuous is what I always like to do with my athletes is some single switches to work on form and technique. All right, and then moving into that continuous motion, all right, get some real speed out of it. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna bring that right leg up in front. All right, I'll go switch, 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 and get about 4 switches in before immediately going into now continuous. All right, where he's going up and down, still keeping the same knee height. All right, and now really putting pressure and applying pressure into the wall as he goes. Now remember, all right, the 2 main things that we want to think about when we're accelerating is leaning forward and applying force backwards. So with this wall drill, you're going to really be able to focus on pushing backwards by pushing forward into the wall and trying to push that wall over. All right, so we're going to go one more round of that. All right, all we want after we get to continuous is about 4 to 6 seconds of continuous. We don't want to go too long on those. All right, remember we are working on quickness here. All right, and our legs and our muscles tend to burn out pretty quickly. All right, so we're starting with that right leg up, 4 switches first, and then immediately into that go. All right, ready? Switch, 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 go. Fast feet, pushing into the wall, getting a lot of pressure into that wall. All right, good knee height, keeping that movement going, and relax. Good. All right, so make sure that you do a couple rounds of those, all right, followed by, okay, that sprint out to work on that quick motion, all right, and working on those quick feet as you take off. All right, guys, that's it for this drill. All right, make sure you really work on those movements, all right, work on your form and technique for your acceleration, all right, to improve your speed in that acceleration, all right? Make sure you check out our other videos, okay? We have a great video on top end speed, all right, that kind of goes hand in hand with this. If you have good acceleration, you need a good top end speed as well, all right? Go ahead and check us out. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.